But yeah, it's finally time for us to pick up on where we left off last time in a coffee talk. I've nearly finished my ice cream. As soon as I finish, we'll actually start the game. Actually playing the game. Ice cream is finished. Another one to add to the pile. Let me turn the Xbox seat back on now. Press the one button. On the side keypad, there we go. Just wait for the stream to actually catch up. There we go. As seen last week, load our file. Let's get into it, shall we? Oh, that's right. We left it on here, didn't we? Just for my convenience, we'll turn the music off for now. I forgot that, like, I left it in, like, the middle of a conversation because I got annoyed. There we go. And if you put her head in or in a different spot, she might feel responsible for her actions. There is nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. If it's easier for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. And one day circumstances might change. One day you might forget your decisions. One day you might use I left my family for Yoko. Oh, we love each other. I prefer whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It burns fiercely at first. But over time, it will die down. And if you don't maintain it, eventually, it won't be easy. It will be hard work. Because life is full of storms. And marriage, it's not survival on love alone. Well, that's deep. Oh, we know each other, and that's enough for us. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? You need some. What for? Maturity is an elfin privilege, but you'll lose it once your family disowns you. Which is something that we've gone into many tangents about on how the fuck it bloody works. Because, like, how do you just, like, lose mentality if your family just, like, disowns you? It's like, that doesn't really make a lot of sense, but, like, I'd love to know how, like, the elven, like race works in this world, because it makes no sense. Like, there's no explanation for it. Like, werewolves, yeah, that's fun. Like, and vampires, yeah, those just make sense. Elves, they have to have an explanation for their, like, immortality. You can't just, like, have a random immortality. It just never makes sense. And I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or get seriously injured. And prepared their entire life savings for an £8 bill because the country changed 20,000 for it. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privilege you do. There's a high probability they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. These are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Anyway, I've got to go. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you. Thank you for your insight. I've got to go too. I want to head out together. Sure. Thanks for the drink, Stark. And Freya. Bye. See you later, you fucking ass. Like, fucking Bailey's, man. I hate him. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. That wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. You're gonna write that in your book? That's a secret. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in only a world with humans around? I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink to give you some inspiration. That sounds like a great idea. Oh, at least we got to see the other end of the conversation that we left out, like we left on last week, to admit. And the rule is that we only do, like, we don't count that one because that's like, as I've like, it's gotten a bit of a theme that, like, we end the episode on a bit of a cliffhanger, and I kind of like that. So we pick up on where in the middle of doing last time. So if we do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we do half a Friday, that's still 3 days and a half. I feel like that if we do that, or at least 2 days and a half, like, that will make up for what's gonna happen. Because I can, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are a bit, if I remember correctly from the first time I played this, were a bit muggy, a bit stale, but they have great character interactions, and that's what you've gotta see. Right, see what's in the. Who votes to stop Mayor? Hospital, Sterling, Fury, Incested Legality. This will be 2020, 10 reasons why you should go. It's Sports tournaments in space might be only a few decades away. Oh, we got these two again. You never change. I know. But it's surprisingly nice. Catching up with people from back then. Why is the game just like... No. It's better without the music. So the viewers can truly hear what I'm saying. Oh, thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Starlick. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment. Yes. You know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright. You know what to do. Yeah, it's literally tea, ginger, and now he wants milk. Oh, I did it the wrong way round last time. I'll tell you this. Thank you. It tastes exactly what I asked. Not bad. It's not it. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? Yeah. Oh, I'm good for now. I couldn't help from hearing over you both. It sounds like you took a way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Didn't you meet her? Oh yes. When this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarfs. Oh, those bastards. It was a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't supposed to be vampires supposed to be, tough? Oh, just because I'm a vampire, it doesn't mean I know kung fu. Anyway, besides, I had a couple of drinks and I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple, really? You were trashed, I told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, you were not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. Because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, to a blanket. And he was too, drunk to leave. So I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Hagar. Those dwarfs could have killed me. Who are they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible that they may have ties to the Mafia. And until I'd lost some of their money on the stock market, a lot of their money, yikes, they wanted me to launder their dirty money. So I decided to screw them over instead. I overheard what you were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hygo was innocent, so that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. Oh, what a stroke of luck. Universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me that night before. Hey, I took you for breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast for an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. I see. So how did you, so how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in a hospital, Geiger? Oh, when he was working for me, I noticed. I'd prefer if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into details about it. Ah, it's alright. Forgive me for asking, lad. I don't mind telling you a quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let me just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or a doctor. So that's why I chose Ostman admin instead. So you could say it all scam my life. And thanks to the stubborn promotion in helping me when I needed it. Ah, thank you for sharing the story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. Oh, I know. Anyway, Stella, I'd like to order something now. Ah, what would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that is warm and cool at the same time? Really? Fucking. Midsummer dreams drifted away. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. By the way, if it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen it today. Oh my god, here she comes. Well, speak of the devil. Hello. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you become girls using a young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no intention in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. You you look so tired for a hard day at work. How could you tell? How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I should start up my draft. I actually got some good feedback. Oh, that's good to hear. Glad I could help. Pardon me. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. And I actually did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. It's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easier to get carried away when you're on a roll. Well, do sir. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admin life going? Not even a word for you. Actually, I'm not even... Actually, I'm not even sure what you do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly I handle operation stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how specialist costs and how much it will affect our income. I also deal with patients and their families. They require intensive care such as operations. I go through what we can do and how much it will cost them. Kind of a bit death for people's lives, son. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm so difficult at my job. Someone who gets very emotional attached to patients can find this job pretty tough. But heartless people, like my friends here, only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess people don't really notice we exist or think we are necessary of it. Exactly. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most ambulants are just like me. We rarely talk about our work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I don't see any reason to. The patient's personal lives, anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. Can't say much about me, because I fucking let this greenhead fucker. Like a little fucking story out of my living. And you should definitely keep that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. I got one more. you. He needs to be a bit less loyal, though. Hater. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Well, I didn't know that. Wait. 50 years in the same position? Oh no. Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Mostly, management. Take it. Not interested in it. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary will be better if you take the potion, right? Oh, of course. But what I've got for the moment is more than enough for me right now. I still get a raise while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure you out. I got scared for you. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay hider? Yes, I'm going. I am still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yeah. Safe trip. See you around, Sonic. And you, Freya. See ya. Take care on your way, man. We zoom out. You know, it's kind of hard to believe someone like her could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? I guess I missed an interesting story. So, how did you guys meet? Seriously? I have to retell the story? Yes. Come on. You're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met in a place. In this place, back when it was a bar. Thank God for my voice that I don't have to fucking do that again. Well, I never knew I used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. But still though, why did he make the jump from, how I should say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not really comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya. Come on. I won't go into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. You see, why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. That didn't help him get over his trauma, though, right? Of course not. It was the only thing, but it was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it was the only thing he could do. It was the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we aren't that close yet. So no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then when I got interested in him... Interested? Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. After a few months, I noticed his problem. And I suggested he talk about it with someone. Seek help. Which he refused. No surprises there. But still, I kind of pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go and get professional help. Of course, I have no know what happened in these therapy sessions. But in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me. And not so long after, he started working at the hospital. And then, he's been working. Oh my god, is he back? Oh my god, the spaceman's back! Hello. Good evening, everyone. The fucking spaceman's back. Ooh, boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. back on the planet Earth. We are also glad to see you, Barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visit. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. Neil? Yes. Neil. Is that your real name? Of course not. But due to the nature of our communication, we do not need trivial names like names to interact. But from what we've learned here, it seems the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthing's effort in galactic exploration. So I see what you mean. I believe we did not meet last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the copy shop a few days ago. Say hello, my name's Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hey there. Do you come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yes. Oh, so you're not from around here? Neither are we. And where did you come from? Far away. Far away. Do you mean a few thousand miles or more? More? Much more. More. To hear that your strange calculation means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? Do all your kind dress like this? Oh, like this? We chose this appearance based on the image we saw when we first arrived. Image? The on the Jason album cover. No wonder you looked familiar. As for what we're doing, this place is a real perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight, lad? The usual. Is that how you say it? Yes. So, anything? Yes. We won't be able to taste the difference anyway. Neil's just like become Irish. Give me a sec. I'll redo that. Yes. Yes. We won't be able to taste the difference anyway. Yeah, you really can't taste anything. Yes. What if I can make you a drink that makes you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you'll be able to do that. Challenge accepted, bitch. Please surprise us. Please surprise us. I feel like it'd be a coffee of some kind. I feel like it'd be this combination. Either like a mint cinnamon or mint honey, but a cup of anything is very fair. Thank you. Oh, interesting. What are you? The voices just like starting to devolve into each other. Let me do that again. What are you doing? Drinking. That is how they drink. But you're one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment. Yes. Normally yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That was definitely the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers, doing our job in the space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seed. So, you're really here to find a date? All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. Turns out our pervs expect everywhere in this universe. Being an attack dog, man? Not really. But you have a valid point. We do not understand. But we'd be glad if we made you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. I gotta get back to my galaxy. Oh, man. How is the... Nah. So, how's the mission going so far? Literally spaceman. We finally got an eel. I was gonna say, yeah. We can't say it's going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are. Not many women can handle that. You can handle them, though. Me? I don't know. What do you think? Oh, you're pretty an adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Or maybe further, if you got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I go on a date with them. But I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Well, I got that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who cuts around a lot. Excuse me, miss? From what we've gathered, does that mean you're willing to break with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your story mission hasn't gone well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner, but in exchange for stories. But I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard these terms before. Let us check them once again. He's just like... His brain's already started like pulling up like fucking Google, and it's just like... Alright, what the fuck's a husband? Slash boyfriend. And it's like... Many results have come up. And he's like fucking Terminator style scanning them all, and it's like... Boyfriend is someone that you would have romantic attraction to. This man always makes me laugh. I can just think of so much like stupid shit to do with him. Search results are back in. This is it. This is very strange. According to what we found on Google, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire life. Yeah, that's called consent. What a strange concept. Especially why, with such rules, do you still face an an overpopulation problem? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control on ourselves, but those in charge don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even if there are rules about having kids, and it can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know how Earthlings boost about the concept of free will, but your kind also loves the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least, that's what we've gathered from your information network. That is Google. Very, very obviously, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We have learnt so much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? Oh man. Frizio! Thank you for joining us. Basically, it's like a fucking. How do I explain this quickly? Basically, in a like quick and simple way. Basically, right, it's like a dating sim, but it's not a dating sim. It's about making coffees. And basically, what you do is you make. Let me pull up the coffee book app, because I haven't been given an opportunity to make another coffee for someone yet. Well, I did a minute ago with Niall. But basically, you make these coffees for people, and it will like unlock certain stories. And like the main premise of the game is to interact with your uh customers and to make them coffees and experiment and get to know the people. And then Miss Freya here is writing a book on our shop. So what you want to try and do is boost your relationship with her, which then unlocks relationships with the other characters as you go on. And you've got to be very like thoughtful of what you do. Like for example, the werewolf that was in here earlier, his favorite coffee is it's actually a tea. It's a tea ginger milk, but it gives you like if you get that wrong, it can like unlock a certain story. So you have to be very careful with what you do. I hope that's a good enough explanation to what the hell is going on. But that's basically what is going on. Glad I could maybe kind of explain it to you. I've never been good at explaining shit. Yeah, it's like because I was looking up who made the game, and apparently it was made by a very famous dating sim dude, like the code for the game. So like, and he's like the director slash like main like game designer. So like he was his like whole feel was part of that, but then like the company that like were paying him to make this game wanted it to be coffee themed. So that's the reason we ended up with like the dating sim look, but it's mainly based around making coffee. Also, I'd like to thank Sam was 17 for giving me a cheeky follow. That is more than appreciated. Literally just saw that you gave me a follow, so it's always appreciated when you do. I hope your star is shining brightly and you're enjoying the show. Let me get back to it now. I'm glad I could explain it to you, Felix. Let me just grab the controller because I put it down to read chat. First of all, I suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you have to start dating boyfriends or girlfriends, you know, before you talk about marriage. Okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You'd have to start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? How? The path to starting to date varies between people. But actually, it takes time before you actually want to commit to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is certainly extremely complicated. It's easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Someone, someone who's good at communicating with each other. That would be challenging for us, even after August. Making kids in a total different league. Most women prefer if their male partner wears condoms. Condoms? Mate, you gotta wear a condom when you. Ah, come on, man. It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All of this information is too much to process in one evening. So, we've talked about using condoms. But how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink, a condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that. But we can't tell you the details unless we've agreed to have the mating ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you don't need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, especially the mental part. We did our research and we tried it on testing on the subject we made. It was proven. The mental capacity of humans is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. We did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. Yeah, it is. I'd have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We will report our findings to the base. How will you improve your mission with this newfound information? We are not sure yet, but it's likely it is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye. I take way on your way, sir. And off he goes. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came in was for a date, right? Yeah, but the date never came. And when they mistook Fair for a date, the game developer work. Well, I dread to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. Oh, by the way, has that young lady been back since I spoke with her last time? Do you mean Miss Lee? Yes, her. Showing concern now, are we? I'm just curious. No, I ain't seen her since. But her boyfriend had come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy. to the point that Mr. Guy joined the conversation. My. Really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gaia join a random conversation, unless it really pikes his interest, or annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow, so I'm off for the day. Well, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back sooner than you know. Oh well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Huh? Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business? Al, shouldn't order anything. But should attract people to the coffee shop. That is one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks. Yeah, thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way. Take care on your way, folks. Wednesday. Let's do it, shall we? Hey. Captain Whispers. Dwarves made car faced. Challenge against an unexpected competitor. Process arise after the government treatment of Atlantic immigration. Oh. So we might see the fishwoman again. Welcome. Good evening, sir. Hello. It's like a fucking Men in Black. Hello. I work for the government. I'm just testing out a voice. Hello. I work for the government. I kind of like it for him. Hello. I am from the Federal Immigration Enforcement Division, or FIRE for short. How may I help you, sir? We have heard from alien sightings in this area, and we take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider alien in nature? I don't think so. But what are you looking for? What's the alien look like? We are not 100% sure, but according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. That's a pretty eye-catching outfit. You're thinking of leading the alien. We try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know. That is a very good point. In fact, it might be a solid possibility. And we've been running around after fake testimonies. These are superior creatures after all. Thank you for your help and your time. If you see any suspicious activities, please consider us through our website. Will do, sir. You don't want anything to drink before you leave? We're good. Take care on your way. Fucking Musgrave fucking walks through the door, asking if we got any epoxy aliens. Phew. You really need to be more careful now. Huh? Holy shit, it's these two! Good evening, Starlight. Ew. Hello, Miss Aqua. Miss Nelia. Have you been somewhere together? We planned to meet here. It was just a coincidence that we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first? No, you ask first. Okay. And the game's kicked its music back in again. The music's good, don't get me wrong, but it glitches out the game, so I can't really have game music. I would like a green tea with a lot of mint. How much mint are we talking of? It's a shit ton of mint. You think, Eddie? This looks really fresh. I call this Makiki, inspired by its origin. The Chiki and the Macaneo. I hear people there really love tea. Let's give this a try then. Oh my. It's warm, but very refreshing. No wonder Annika is really often associated with tea. How about you, Miss Nella? You want to order anything right away or you want to wait? Sure. I'll have a eggs tarkin. What the fuck is this? I don't want to mess this up and like fucking yeah, you can bullshit at me for not. You can get annoyed at me for not actually like trying to learn the tea, but T-E-H-T-A-R-T-K. Oh. Tea milk. Interesting. Very interesting. I might have to click a light on in a minute because it's getting quite dark, but there's still a little bit of sunshine out there. The sun's still up, hasn't gone to bed yet, so I can use natural light for a bit longer and actually click a light on. Here you go. Here's your fucking X-Tarkin. Sounds like it's a thing from fucking Doctor Who. If it's fucking name, you never know. Huh? Is anything wrong? No. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is, really autistic. I really can't remember what voice I did for her, so I'm just going extremely deep. It's like you get the taste, don't you? Thank you for your compliment. Where did you learn to make it? I travelled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. So you learned about it in Mr. here. Yes. And I saw some videos on the internet. So, how are things going in the office? Usual. Tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we've made some pretty good progress with the problem. We've been stuck on for quite a while. I am glad we could be a help. It's not every day our research can have an impact like as this. Only a few weeks after preparation, no way. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. Oh. I want to say please don't forget to rest, but I'm sure it won't be easy for you and your team. As if who's executive care about us at the time is not mandatory, they say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know that's optional overtime. It's a passive, aggressive move. We stay longer in the office anyway, because if you go home earlier than the others, you feel bad for them. You feel guilty? I understand that so much. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you, or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the most person to give advice about that. So guilt is something that also bothers me a lot, even for the things I shouldn't feel guilty about. And you know what makes it worse? I know the state of the industry. It still saddens me to realize that my favourite series was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry if I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Akka. I'm not that bad off it, you know. At least it gives us direct competition, healthcare bonuses, and so on. We're already used to this, so don't worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm. Cheer up. Remember, your research helped us a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the department is going so much easier. How's your game going, by the way? Oh yeah, I got two new teas. I got the Health Carcon, and then I also got the Mescalata. Oh yeah, also got an update on Aqua. How's your game going, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? Game got approved by the showcase at Max West this year. That's really good news. Congrats. Thank you. So what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Why? Confirm it fast. Before I give you a spot to another indie. I'm not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for indies. That's good. And in events, even in Seattle, you don't want to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough allegation to relieve you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are real pragmatic people in the industry. And also senior juniors. I know. But I still told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional. And thousands of people using Max, expecting full Metal Combat or other bigger games. Every game has its own market rate, you know. And you'll be in the indie. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. What if some haters come to the booth? What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me? It's not gonna happen. You're a pro. It's an answer, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life. Even all this time, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event. That is one problem, yeah. Meeting that many new people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight, showing my baby to the public, I can't just imagine the horror. You know what? Huh? So far, my schedule's been pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until Max, I'll come with you. Like, literally, like, the orc... I kind of like these two. These two are kind of cute, and you actually get to see their scenes together. And I kind of wish that... I don't know if we actually get to see Max. I don't know. I don't know if we... I know for a fact we are pretty limited to what we see. But I hope we get to see Max, because it sounds really cool. Or even get to, like, hear about it from these two when they come back. You don't have to do that. Even if you're free, then. You shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something. It's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyway. Might as well come as with an exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. And I can just ask my lead to skip this year. But... I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not. Okay. Good. You know what you're gonna... What are you gonna show the game on? I have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the Echo build ready yet? Echo build? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? Oh, that's the plan. Don't. I can give you guidelines on what to have for the Exo build. Do you have the full game with you now? It's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want. Do so. Okay. Got it. Now, let's see. Who's pulling up a chair? Oh my god, yes! Hello, Miss Rachel. Hello, Starlick. Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? Little cat lass. Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. It's being announced tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Chintala next week. They still adding new performers. And yeah, you might say those announcements this later. Backups. And it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yes. And I'm excited for it. But I think I should go celebrate with a special drink. Something sweet. What would you like to order? Sweet hot chocolate. Like, this is max sweet. It has to be this one. On set game. Where is... There she is. You haven't unlocked everything for her yet? Which is a shame, but you know. Your sweet hot chocolate is a lady. Oh, thank you. How is it? Not bad, but it's not special. But it's enough. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. I thought that was her. I didn't read the fucking name. Don't hesitate if you to call me if you need anything else. Oh, thanks. We're back over here with these two. other than the installation on the loading screen. Try putting a limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in that case, there's a good reaction to it. You might have people lining up to play your game, and you don't want them wait too long. That makes sense. And if you don't want to put a time limit on it, try the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. No, no. Who else has now entered? We've got these two, the cat girl. Oh my god, it's the dad! What are you doing here? After what you did at the studio this evening. I was worried I couldn't find you anywhere else around the studio. So I thought you'd be here. But we can't just limit ourselves to this place. And now you're causing another ruckus with Story Starter. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I didn't have anything to be sorry for. We just do that, we can see awkward still. Anyway, I better order something. What you have, mate? What would you recommend? I might suggest a cup of Spanish tequila. What is that? It's basically a hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Sounds delicious. I'll take that. Spanish Soresta. So, chocolate. Is it ginger? And then milk. Oh, yep, come on. Don't like it. I think this is it, but I can't be sure because it didn't say the special name. You didn't kiss Ellie. Thank you. It's good. But is it just me? Mate, I added exactly what the game suggested. Chocolate, ginger and milk. Oh. Sorry for mistake. It's okay. Okay. Dad. Yes. Please go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. I know Horace. He's not a great person. The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been grooming his band, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. Managing those stars so they become superstars. And I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much. Even if he has, it wasn't for the better. No, you're just being paranoid. First, you were afraid of my new fans would treat me. And now you're afraid of the industry too? What's next? You're gonna lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing? You're too young, just too young to understand. Gonna make me understand. Because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years. But you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter. Rachel, I'm sorry. But I'm trying, okay? And try harder. Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. I know. But give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn. But I'm learning. Or, I could return to this industry. I could try to be your manager. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. I've told you, I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there's things I need to figure out, but it doesn't have to work that way, Dad. You know that. From being a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things alone, and I'll lose all my momentum. But you don't want me to be your manager? You can at least choose someone other than Horace. I don't think so. Mr. Lester is the height of his career now. He's my best chance right now. So don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now, please go home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. And it's my big chance to boot my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to be home? I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided. Well, that's... See you, Dad. Wait, Rachel. Excuse me for a minute, Starlight. Uncle's just like, I'm sorry, that just happened. I don't need to apologize. Yeah. Yeah, we were too busy minding our own business anyway. What? You didn't hear their argument there? Of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so... Ah, 1 second, folks. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I could do that. Dividing and focus my attention so completely. Especially when there's an argument like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to the advice and you were focused on them instead? Yeah. No, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't even notice. But you are capable of focusing your attention. Now that you notice it, mention it. It happens naturally, I guess. Being formed into a big family is useful, after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, do you want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. It's pretty late, and it's fucking pissing it down. It's like yesterday, like walking back from work, right? It was absolutely fucking pissing it down. Joys of living in the fucking UK, but weren't expecting it to rain that bad, but it did. Like, that's literally this game. It says it's set in Seattle. No, mate, it's a little fucking like startup calf in like the middle of Britain. I swear, because it's raining every fucking day. You, Stolik, we're leaving. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for the drinks, as usual. Please take care on your way home. Come, out you go. Into the lane you go. And I guess that's all for someone else is coming in. It's the dad. You're back, Mr. Henry. You're right, sir. Sir? Oh, yes, yes. Please don't worry about me. Are you able to catch up with Miss Rachel? No. I lost her. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure she's alright. I hope so. You're right. By the way, pardon me for asking. Yes. Throughout your argument with Miss Rachel, something keeps bugging me. What's that? Why did you leave the music industry? Huh? Oh, now that takes a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable. Oh, no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago. It was just me. We were just welcoming the beginning of a new millennia. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s, but they were still enjoying the leftover temptation from the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked at a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life. I didn't find that peace managing girl bands. Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry. None of it's good. And what hit me hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. Teenage girls especially. They were crazy about their idols. To the point where they started really unimaginary stuff. Like what? Speaking of their money. Trying to copy the superstar lifestyle. Abandoning their responsibilities. Their families. And the men. They were worst. They sexualized the girls in every way you could imagine. Edited photos, stalking, right out sexual assault. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. And I wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk about me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting a sleep was dangerous for cats. What do you do for a living now then? After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but it's we have a specialised audience. We're the chief, and they love us for it. It was more than enough for our little family. You said you still stay in touch with your friends in the music industry. They visit my place from time to time, and we meet up at least once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. Are you gonna be alright by yourself? Oh, don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. I'll see you later. I'm sorry for bringing a fight to your place. Don't worry about it. Alright then. Good night. And off he goes. Unless there's someone else that comes in, I'm wrapping the stream up. Because I've been going for longer than I've ever done, which is like 4 hours. I did a 5-hour stream once. But I feel like wrapping it up here at the start of October. Not October. Fucking October. Rachel. Yep, it was said that she was going to perform. Organised with its parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. But yeah, I am gonna leave it there. I said I'd do 3. We did do, I think, at least 3 days. I'm not sure. Let me just switch it over to the. There we go. I am in the works of making an ending card / theme, but I just haven't had the chance to finish it yet. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the stream and you're watching it live, give me a cheeky follow. It is always more than appreciated. If you're watching the video version, which is appreciated, and if you've enjoyed the show, scroll on down. You'll see the little like button. Give it a tickle, press it. That does me a massive solid. And if you enjoyed the show and you want to see if there's anything else, click another video. And if you've enjoyed the show this much to stay around this long, why don't you press the little bell, give it a little tickle and press all. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye everyone, and have a good evening.